The decision for the Acland Street upgrade was delivered on December the 8th, with all councillors in favour of the latest proposal. My newsroom spoke with some of the locals and traders who attended the meeting.
I am sad that the councillors voted that way. St Kilda has a great tradition of fighting to protect our iconic places, and look, this struggle will have to continue. It's just very disappointing what happened tonight. We can't take anything in for St Kilda for granted. We have to fight for it.
I'm disappointed. Of course, I was hoping that we'd, come away with a deferment. I think there's ample fact and misfact and misfortune from PTV and their work with City of Port Phillip to go down a path of combined consultation, which has its merits, but hasn't, solved the fundamental issue of two tram tracks being parked and terminated in the middle of Acland Street.
I just hope that the council, PTV and Yarra Trams, having come to this decision, just don't forget history, right, and the ambience and the significance of Acland Street and where it's been, what we're trying to protect here. And it's not just about us, it's about, protecting an icon and improving an icon.
I got involved in this issue as a transport issue. I was concerned about transport to Elwood, but what I've noticed is that a lot of the Acland Street traders are very, very concerned, and I think we have to respect that. And I don't think that their concerns have adequately been answered. So I think that even though Council's now made a decision about the design, I still think there's a place for Council to do more work to actually address the viability of the Acland Street traders.
It has been a very long road, and we've thought very carefully. We've consulted very widely with our community about what the best solution is for Acland Street. PTV and Yarra Trams have to upgrade their tram stops by 2022, so there is no choice there. So what Council's trying to do is work very collaboratively with PTV, Yarra Trams and with private enterprises to get the best solutions, to use everyone's expertise. And what we've come up with is a solution, I think, which is in the best interests of the community. It's a plaza surrounding a DDA compliant tram stop. So what this now means is that everyone now has access to Acland Street.
I think it's a good progressive move. I think it's a good forward move. The biggest group of shoppers has always been the baby boomers. And the first of the baby boomers now are turning 70. So over the next 15, 20 years, we're going to see an enormous number of people handing in their licences, whether it be by choice or otherwise. And those people are all going to be looking to wanting to use public transport. And if we've got shopping centres, and especially places as nice as what Acland Street is, and its location and it's a tourist attraction, if that's not accessible, then people can't get there.
Last year, the Minister for Public Transport and Roads stopped the proposal for the tram super stop near Balaclava Railway Station from going ahead. Local businesses needed more time to provide input on the proposed plan, since it was going to have a dramatic impact on their businesses. My newsroom wrote to the Office of the Minister of Public Transport and Employment.
Since a similar situation that happened in Balaclava is happening in Acland Street, St Kilda, where many have indicated to my newsroom that they don't fully know what is going on, is the Minister going to take the same action if the Council gives the go-ahead on the 8th of December?
Their reply was,
given the decision on the Acland Street proposal will be handed down next Tuesday, would it be worth holding this until Wednesday?
My newsroom agreed and wrote,
we can wait until next Wednesday. Any chance of getting the Minister on camera?
They responded,
unfortunately, it's not going to be possible to get her on camera.
To now, we still have not heard back from the Minister's office. However, the Port Phillip Mayor did speak to my newsroom in response to some of the issues which traders and residents are concerned with.
The loss of parking and the loss of through traffic is the biggest concern, because it's not just the 51 spaces they refer to, it's probably at least 1,000 people a day that would come by motor vehicle. And that sort of trade is just, you can't put a figure on that, right? It's just the death knell for us as traders.
Council is currently working on a parking precinct plan, and we have done many studies, and we will continue to do additional studies next year to ensure that the traffic congestion and the parking is suitable for the area.
I think every parking space that's removed that's near a destination should be thought of in terms of the options for the safety of women to travel safely by car when they don't feel it's safe to walk or take a tram. And I think that's really important to be considered, and I don't think that has been considered. But a lot of people talk about safety for women and then do things that actually contradict it, and I think that's of deep concern.
The plaza being activated, being a vibrant place, being lots of people around will increase the safety of our community and of Acland Street. But we will continue to work with the police, with anyone who we need to make sure that the safety of our residents is maintained.
There is still confusion with the traders PTV and Yarra Trams over the alternative site for the terminus, even though the Mayor's position is clear.
In their communication back to the Traders Association, that the Luna Park option was not a viable option.
The first time that was put forward was in 2013. I was involved with that, and the engineers' report was dismissed within 48 hours. This time, the very engineers that said it couldn't be done, right, said that it could be done, and they've dismissed that again, right? If there was a genuine belief that we could work together, they would find a way for that to work.
Public Transport Victoria has a really poor track record with unforeseen negative consequences of a lot of their decisions and actions. We feel that bad will come of this. We're very concerned that in terms of their track record in Fitzroy Street, there's a lot of closed businesses near where these tram stops go in.
At this stage, the Port Phillip Council, PTV and Yarra Trams plan is going ahead next year. However, some traders and residents are still considering other options.
This is to be finished by the end of winter 2016, so we're doing it in the quietest time for their businesses, so that we're very mindful of that. And also, this will be a matter of weeks. In terms of whole construction time, it's not a matter of months.
I think there's a lot of issues that need to be worked through. I think I'm opposed to the plan, but I think that many people who support the plan support it with qualifications. And I think there needs to be more talk, more adjustment, more compromise, and something better. I would prefer the Luna Park option or the Elwood option, because that could save Acland Street and keep it as it is. You know, precious, beautiful, fun, with all the laughter there that we want to keep going. That's what this is all about.
I think that continuing on to Elwood and beyond is what should be being pursued. I think it's a fantastic idea.
I think what I found encouraging is that there are a lot more people talking about it. And so I think we need to keep, next year I think we need to build up the case for the tramway extension to Eric.
I think the tram should be extended to Elwood because I used to live in Elwood and the transport to Acland Street is pretty slow.
Bring some more people to the area, definitely.
That would make a whole lot more sense because you wouldn't have a dead area in Acland Street after dark because it would still be through traffic. And it would extend the public transport network to Elwood, which would be a plus for everybody.
It is a good idea. Elwood suffers from lack of immediate access to this particular area. But could be a bus service as well, more regular bus services.
What PTV have said to us and to the community is that the connections will be improved, so that after this tram stop goes in and the plaza is developed, they will look at the connections with the bus timetable, so to improve that. So that's what we know at the moment, but they're not ruling out the opportunity sometime in the future for an extension of the tram stop.